Whitney Ward. We begin tonight as Spokane City Council members say they cannot support a zoning change for a proposed temporary homeless shelter on East Trent. Members say it's because they want more information on the plans first. And right now, they're not the only ones who feel a little left out of the loop on this issue. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley talked with community stakeholders today who claim they never even had a chance to weigh in on this proposal. Amanda?
Yeah, Whitney, take a look behind me. This is the site that the Spokane Mayor's office selected for that temporary shelter in the city of Spokane. Spokane Community College is almost a mile drive from here, but its president says they were never called or made aware of the city's plans here. Neither did the chair of the neighborhood council for this area. Now, the mayor's office said this site checked all of its boxes. It was outside the downtown core, on a bus line, and away from a school or daycare. Now, the STA bus hub for this line in the area is on the community college's campus. And yet President Kevin Brockbank is scratching his head saying the city never reached out about plans for the shelter only less than a mile from his campus. Colleen Gardner is the chair of the neighborhood council for this area, and she told me today she is disappointed the city never communicated its plans with her or the neighborhood council either.
Very disheartening for me as a neighborhood leader to go, well, you know, if this is a done deal, how do I explain this to my neighbors? How do I explain it to the businesses? How do I tell the people that I basically represent that, well, sorry folks, but we weren't in the loop. We are now.
Now, the day the announcement where Mayor Woodward announced that this is the site they've selected, I talked to Mayor Woodward and she told me the city did reach out to key stakeholders in the Chief Gary neighborhood.
We looked at nearly 100 different locations, and so we are now negotiating a lease on this property. And part of that process includes involving the council, city council, and then the neighborhood. And so we reached out to the neighborhood, did personal one-on-one visits with them, also sent out emails, and tried to just alleviate some of their concerns.
Stay by. Now, I did request an interview with the mayor's office to clarify this disconnect and even find out maybe what are the next steps to move forward with this plan if that's what happens. The city's spokesperson, Brian Coddington, did reach out to me and said that they will have more on the process later this week. As for speaking with community stakeholders, Coddington said a city administrator met with Colleen Gardner personally and toured with her and two other members of the the neighborhood council. However, we are still looking for a bit of clarification on when that tour and when those meetings happened, whether it was before the city made its announcement or after. We'll share that update here later tonight when we receive a response. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. Well, if you take a look outside, as we look here, you look over my shoulder, it's actually kind of a sunny, beautiful day out there. It's starting to warm up. You probably don't need your heavy coat like maybe you did like 1 week ago. So Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legou is joining us now. You just came from outside as well. All in all, not that bad.
All in all, not that bad, but the hair tells a bit of a story. It's a little everywhere following my little trip outdoors. And yes, temperatures are on the mild side, 49 degrees right now. We were up at 50 just a bit earlier, so things are looking pretty good across the inland northwest. Does feel a bit cooler if you find some of that wind, but go ahead and find the sun instead. There is plenty of it out there, but we are seeing a few more clouds and some scattered showers popping up. 48 in Coeur d'Alene, 43 up in Sandpoint with some showers, 53 in Wenatchee. Wind does remain strong, I would say through the evening commute, and then we watch it taper off. As the sun goes down tonight, wind will eventually become negligible, but in the meantime, it is those pop-up kind of scattered, isolated showers and storms right now. Some of those trying to produce a little bit of convection. We saw a bolt of lightning just south of Wenatchee over near Ellensburg, George area. That system is going to track to the east, and we'll likely see it kind of regenerate over in eastern Washington. We'll keep an eye on some of those storms. Notice they continue to pop up until about the time the sun sets, and then we'll watch that energy depart. And then tomorrow, well, we have another system moving in. It's an active weather pattern as we head through the next couple of days, but here's what you need to know. Temps start dropping as the sun goes down. We wake up to another morning in the 30s tomorrow.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeremy. And another big story we are tracking today, Spokane Transit Authority announcing today masks will no longer be required on buses, paratransit, or van pool, and also they will not be required in STA facilities. That announcement comes after yesterday's federal court ruling saying the CDC had overstepped its authority by creating that mandate in the first place. Shortly after that, every major airline made the decision to make masks optional for travelers on flights and in airports, and the TSA announced that it would not be enforcing the mask mandate in any travel facilities. Now that change also applies to the Spokane International Airport, and there are still signs up around the airport that you may see if you go there that still say masks are required. However, the airport told us they are not enforcing that mandate. As the news started to spread yesterday and today, many passengers and employees took those masks off all across the country, some even in the middle of their flights when they learned the news. At the Spokane airport, many were happy about the announcement yesterday, though some say they're still not quite ready to throw those masks away completely.
Feel a little liberated because I don't have to have a mask on. I don't have to feel restricted.
Some travelers, though, said they are still concerned that mask mandates may not be gone for good. For now, though, experts are saying don't throw the masks away just yet because you may still be required to wear one depending on where you are flying to, including Canada and Europe, where they are still required. And now many airline employees who have been forced to police mask wearing are also relieved about that mandate ending.
It was absolutely stressful because there's people on one side that don't want to wear the mask, and then you have the other extreme where the moment somebody takes their mask off to eat or drink, somebody's hitting that call button.
So the head of the flight attendants union says even though masks are now optional, there may still be an adjustment period from one flight to the next that you may be given different instructions that you do need to follow. And today, rideshare companies joined other transportation agencies choosing to drop the mandate. Crime 2's Janelle Finch is joining us now live to talk more about how Uber and Lyft users here in Spokane feel about the new policy and what experts think about the future of masking. But it looks like we're not quite ready to go to Janelle just yet. So we want to let you know that if you have any questions about exactly what the new policies are and what companies are still requiring masks and those that are not, you can just text the word mask to 509-448-2000 and we'll send that link directly to your phone. In the meantime, we'll get back to Janelle's story here in just a few moments. We're going to take a quick break though. Still ahead, the Seattle Kraken, they have a new pair of investors, and after the break, a behind-the-scenes look at the team's latest announcement. And the Boy Scouts, they're on a special mission to help the climate. More on how they're trying to heal Florida's coral reefs when we come back.
For over 60 years, McFavorite Siding and Windows has been supplying the entire region with the very best energy-efficient windows made by the Coeur d'Alene Window Company. As people continue to improve and upgrade their older homes, McFavorite would love to help by offering our most advanced R4 window package at last year's rates to give you the most energy-efficient windows sold today before the prices go up. We understand people are spending more time in their homes, so we want to do our part in making it as comfortable as possible.
I just turned 37 and I found a lump by the time that I had it checked out and was able to get in and see a doctor and all that. I was at stage 3. Part of the reason I think that I didn't go get it checked out right away is that I was really scared. When I got the call, it was gone. It was such a
call into
huge...
IFP3.
Even if you don't
They weren't
feel
talking to
that
me.
it's in you, that you have a lump or you have a reason to
I
get
said
checked, you are a
IFP2,
woman, get
DJ2.
checked.
Yeah, I called into IFP3, so don't worry about it.
There he is.
I know.
Yeah.
Hi.
Combining your stuff
Okay.
is hard. Combining your TV with Dish, easy. Prime Video. Combine your live TV and popular streaming apps like Prime Video, all in one place. Live TV and streaming apps all in one place. Dish, tuned into you.
This year, improve your backyard from Windsor Plywood. Whether you're looking for the best selection of PVC, composite, or solid wood decking, or some stylish aluminum or iron rod railings, Windsor has a great selection to choose from to turn your backyard into a family fun destination. Just stop by either one of our 2 Spokane locations and let our decking pros help you out. So much more than a plywood store, Windsor Plywood. Plus, delivery is available.
KREM 2 News 10 at 10 gives you more news in less time.
And let's get started.
Mark Hanrahan quickly tells you the news of the day, the important information you need to know, and what's happening right now.
In just the last few minutes, we've actually heard the SWAT team going.
Jeremy Legoo gives you the most accurate Storm Tracker 2 forecast, so you'll know what it'll be like in the morning.
We'll wake up to some peaks in those clouds.
All in a newscast an hour early at 10. Get more news in less time. Watch KREM 2 News 10 at 10 on CW22.
Familiar faces now the newest members of the Kraken franchise, Marshawn Lynch and Macklemore. The former Seattle Seahawk and the Grammy Award winner both have purchased a minority stake in the hockey team. Chris Daniels with our Seattle sister station has more now on the team's newest star power.
Marshawn Lynch and Macklemore know how to make an entrance and are entering new territory as NHL owners.
How did this all come together?
First, it was just kind of an idea. Was a random email. Is there any interest? With some lunches, some conversation, and as time progressed, it slowly evolved, and there was obviously a lot of hoops and some, paperwork to get through, but, here we are.
The Grammy Award winner and former football star had a long relationship, which will now extend to another level with the Kraken.
What does this look like?
I think it's an open slate right now. But there's been conversations. I think that anything that I get involved with, I give it 100%, and it's exciting to think of kind of the blank canvas that it is.
These two gentlemen here, Macklemore and Marshawn, they love this city.
Both men are known for their civic endeavors. Ever since Macklemore climbed from Seattle rooftop performer to global chart topper a decade ago.
It's been insane, Chris. I don't know what to say other than I'm just trying to keep up with it at this point.
And when Marshawn turned beast mode around the same time, building an Oakland foundation for families in his old neighborhood.
The kids here at Oakland Tech look at it like it's no big deal because they see him on a regular.
He a good guy to me. He an older brother than me.
Adds Macklemore.
I'm looking forward to the future in terms of this organization and what we can do.
Two Seattle institutions. Should be exciting to see where it goes from here. In the meantime, we want to get back to that story that we were trying to tell you earlier about rideshare companies that have now chosen to drop their mask mandates. We want to go straight to KREM 2's Janelle Finch, who is live to talk about how it's affecting people here in Spokane. Janelle?
Hi, Whitney. Well, as quickly as those mask mandates came up across public transit, those mandates are coming down. On planes, buses, and now in rideshare vehicles, wearing a mask is optional. But what does this mean for the future of masking? Well, Spokane Health Officer Dr. Francisco Velasquez says as we look ahead, we may also have to wear a mask in certain situations. One rideshare driver told me it was frustrating having to wear a mask as states dropped their mask mandates across the country. Today, that changed for Uber and Lyft users. The two companies announced masks are no longer required while using their services. One Uber driver says before today, riders told him constantly they were tired of wearing masks, and so were drivers. One rider told me being vaccinated and boosted makes her feel comfortable enough to take off her mask, but will likely wear one in certain settings.
I would prefer a driver who's wearing a mask. If he's not, he or she is not, I would probably put my mask on, to be honest. But I'm pretty conservative about it. If I was sharing a ride share, I would definitely have it on, but I guess you have to take it on a case-by-case basis.
Drivers say they'll keep a mask on hand if passengers ask them to put one on. Dr. Velasquez says considering personal health and those at high risk could cause someone to wear a mask even in spaces when they're not required. He also says science has advanced since we first discovered COVID-19, so industries will continue to adapt by dropping their masking rules. He predicts come winter, more people will choose to mask more often to prevent the spread of COVID and seasonal illnesses like the flu. Dr. Velasquez also says health experts will still continue to monitor COVID-19 case rates to make the best health recommendations. According to the Washington Department of Health, they recommend that you continue to wash your hands, get vaccinated, and consider the spread of COVID-19. Live in Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.